Somebody said, no, but I want to know. But if you want to know, then maybe try to find out from where the sleep comes and from where the dream world is happening, which you think is real when that is occurring. So it arises from that dark region, and you know what? You totally forget that you are on a bed. You totally forget you're sleeping in a home or hotel or your country or a foreign land. And totally forgotten what happened a day before. All events, all emotions just wiped clean. And this dream world seems to be real. So a pauper can have a dream of being a king. And you can have a dream where your dead relatives are alive again. And you see strange places. Now, who is creating? Your mind is creating. How? Now it is gaining all the information from the subconscious. And doing some mix matches. Giving you a space to fulfill your desires which you couldn't do in the waking state. So all the dream world came out from the subconscious, about which your conscious mind has no clue what you have it in your subconscious. So it's a dark zone. Let me say, you have never seen your back. I have never seen a back, my own back. But I know it is there. It is there. Because the front torso part is there, so obviously the back is also there. Because we have seen backs of other people. So we say, I also have I haven't seen. Have you seen the back of your head? No. And have you seen your real face? Zen masters used to say, go and find your real face. This face, what you see in the mirror shows you the reflected version. So the left is right and the right is left. Nobody has ever seen their real face. Others see, not you. Yet you assume this is my face. You assume this is my back. You can touch it somehow. But no, you cannot touch your subconscious. It's not perceivable by the mind. What to say about the subconscious? Have you seen your conscious mind? Again, not perceivable, not gross. So the causal body is the avidya, the mool ajnana. From this wave of mind arose with all the faculties. And from this mind arose the panch tanmatra. And then from the panch tanmatra arise the five senses of action and knowledge. That is your subtle body and the five pranas. So, Mundakopanishad talks about the three states, the Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, waking, dream and the deep sleep state. And that's basically to make us understand that how magically every night you create this dream world. And in deep sleep it just goes away. And on waking you totally forget what you saw. And this happens every night. And so strange. Every time you see a dream, you believe it is true. And every time when the dream is gone, you say, oh, it was just a dream. So this subtle world is a dream created by the causal. And this causal is the reason that the mind is kind of formed with this not knowing idea. I don't know what Brahm is, I don't know what self is, I don't know what universe is, I don't know what my mind will think after 10 minutes. Do you know that? What your mind will think in the evening? You don't know. What your mind will think tomorrow? You don't know. What your mind thought 10 years ago? You don't know. What mind will think 10 years in future? You don't know. This don't know is the causal body. That's the base, that's the foundation of the mind. That's why we say from causal body arose, manifested the subtle body. And from the subtle body manifested the gross body. Usha Sehgal has a question: is Brahm and Atmagyan same or different? Atmagyan or Brahmagyan is one and the same, but the only thing is, until you have the Atmagyan, you cannot have the Brahmagyan. And the day you understand what Atman is, or you come to the conclusion that is Brahm. So one, same, but you begin from knowing who you are, and in this you alone, in this I alone, you find that this I is Brahm. But you need to peel off the layers of stupidity and idiosyncrasies and ajnana and avidya, and you find who you are. That's exploring the self. People are so busy exploring internet and Facebook and websites and markets and online shoppings. Who has time to look for who I am? And when we begin to do that, we understand what the self is, the Atman. And this very Atman is Brahm, is the conclusion. So it's one and the same. Bipula has a question. You mentioned Uddhava in a Bhagavad Gita. Could you please say something about him and the way he attained self-realization? Uddhava was a friend of Sri Krishna. They met only then when Krishna came to Mathura, to his uncle's kingdom, or where his grandparents were and where his parents were imprisoned. And Uddhava became very close, bosom friend of Sri Krishna. So much so that in Srimad Bhagavad and Mahabharata we have these instances, the stories where Krishna is talking his heartfelt emotions with Uddhava. Like when he was missing the Gopi and Yashoda and Nand Baba and Vrindavan. So he talks his heart out to Uddhava. And when the time came, then Uddhava raised this question to Sri Krishna about what is Brahm and what is Atma and what is self. And Krishna, who is a friend as such, became the teacher, became the guru of Uddhava. And then gave him the teachings. And because he was such a pure soul, he was such a pure-minded person, so filled with love, so filled with purity, that this one small conversation which happened in between Sri Krishna and Uddhava was enough. Bingo, he was enlightened. And it is said that when Sri Krishna saw that now the time has come for him to leave his physical frame, he categorically asked Uddhava to leave these plains and move to Himalayas. And he said, now you go and stay there and meditate and enjoy your life over there. Enjoying the meditation and the solitude and the aloneness over there. Now don't stay here, because that was the time when the whole yuga was going to change and a lot of chaos is going to happen. And he wanted his dear friend to be away from the chaos and the painful change which was going to occur, because a huge fight commenced and people were killing one another, including Sri Krishna's own clan. They fought with one another. The Yadavas fought with one another, killed one another. Because when the Dwapar Yuga changes into Kali Yuga, it's a huge commotion which is going to happen. So, and it is very strange that Sri Krishna never said these things to others, and it's only for Uddhava. And he said, now you just leave. And much before Sri Krishna left his mortal body, Uddhava just left everybody and moved to Himalayas, to the upper reaches, and he just stayed there. You say that to tread the path of liberation, it is required that we need to be in company of Master. But what if we are not fortunate to be in the company of Master? What should be our attitude be? How should we deal with our sadness? Okay. due to this situation. See, if somebody is sad because of a situation that you can't be with the Guru, is not a very good thing. This just shows that there is no deep trust and deep love for the Guru. Because if physically you are apart, like in this Corona times, the COVID times, ashram is still not open, I'm not seeing people. People are crying and sad and all that. But I believe that if you are following the sadhana properly and if you have a deep love and faith for the Guru, then this time of being separate from the Guru can be a very constructive and creative time where you work to find the inner Guru within. Otherwise, sometimes people just obsess about the physical frame of the Guru and totally forget that Guru is not just a physical body alone. I would say that in dharana, if somebody has a deep concentrated mind and creates the dharana of the Guru, then in your mind itself you can see the Guru, do the floral offerings, do the ritualistic puja also. You can have that. That vision can be like a 4-dimensional image, as if it is actually happening. So the mind should definitely long for to be in the company of Master, but sometimes it is very important to, I would say, not test your faith, but I would see that if you are left alone and aloof and separated, how does your mind function? Does it get, oh, it's so boring, okay, let's go to bazaar and do some shopping, or maybe watch a movie, or maybe do chit-chat and gossiping, or maybe just sleep, and then we are sad because of something else, but then put that too on the head of the Guru, because Guru is away, that's why I'm sad. You need to really be very... I'm not saying one cannot be sad for the absence of the Guru. Yes, one can be. But if the love and surrender is deep enough, then in your mind and heart you are still very contented, because the Guru is not living just outside. My Guru is residing right in me, in a form of knowledge, in form of jnana. Guru doesn't have to give, blessings by placing the hand onto the head of the disciple and just, oh, now I am having my Guru's blessing. See, the Guru is giving Wi-Fi blessings. Guru doesn't need to be appear in physical frame to give the blessings. So if you cannot feel that blessings within you, if you don't feel, oh, I am so fortunate that I know my Master and my Master is always with me, that makes you a good disciple. Yes, you can cry, one can be sad, one can cry, but even underneath this sadness there is this whole contentment. There are billions and billions of people living on the earth, and not all are fortunate enough to meet a Guru, to see a Guru, or to even have this idea that there is a Guru. And to be blessed enough to meet and hear and serve and all that. So that contentment should always be the winning portion and not the sadness portion. If the sadness portion is winning, then please, with the razor eye, do this interrogation of the mind. Is it the sadness of the Guru, or is it sadness of something else? All that backlog of sadness and losses and despairs which mind has is putting everything and giving a nice label, I am missing my Guruji. That's why I am sad. That sadness has maybe nothing to do with the Guru, and poor Guru is being blamed. Because Guru is separated, that's why we are sad. No, it's not like that. This one of my bhajan, where I sing this, Teri yaad mein jab aansu aankhon se aate hain. In your remembrance, when my tears flow, ek dard uthe meetha. There is a sweet pain which arises. Aur hum muskate hain, but I am smiling. You know, the heart is feeling the ache, but the lips are smiling. The tears are flowing, but yet mind is so cool and contented. So it's little, tricky to understand that is it really, really love which is making you sad, or the absence of Guru which is making you sad, or is some worldly reasons because of which you are sad. And even if you are missing the Guru and you are sad because of the physical separateness, what is underlying that? Please look at that area also. Bring some light onto that part of your mind also.